Pick yourself up, why even cry? Broken pieces in your hands.
Hi, this is Marvin. He's one of the co-founders of Tracy ProLife. Marvin, tell me about yourself and how you and your group came to start the Tracy ProLife group.
Well, I've always been pro-life, I think, since I was about 8 or 10 years old, and moved out to California from Chicago, and then I moved to Tracy. Been here 40 years, and I was totally dismayed when I saw this building being built out there in Tracy Boulevard, and watched it every day and get more and more resolved that I didn't want to see that abortion clinic in Tracy. It's totally out of character with the majority of the people in Tracy who are pro-life, to at least a large degree. So I just was hoping we'd find some people to march against it, and I saw a couple of people doing that one time, and I got to talking with them, and one thing led to another, and I got to know more people, and I decided we're going to stay with it until we can close that place.
What kind of effects have you seen so far with your participation?
Well, it's hard to judge effects, so I do know we've handed out probably about 200 or 300 flyers and materials, and I know people read them, and they're very good materials. And I know we're starting to make an impact on the Planned Parenthood, because they're now parking our parking spots in Beverly, so it makes it harder for us to park, which is totally ridiculous because I can walk a half a block farther. But and I think there's a tremendous amount of ignorance, and we're just getting started. But a lot of people come by and give us a thumbs up and beep the car horn. 2 out of 3 people beep the horn and say thumbs up. The other third, we won't mention what kind of thumb they give us. But anyway, that's. So I think we're supporting a lot of people, and they're feeling good that we're out there.
Very good, very good. Thank you. This is Anita. Anita's one of the members of the Tracy ProLife group. Tell me about yourself, Anita, and how you contribute to the group.
Well, how I can, I've been pro-life also all my life. I'm very familiar with unwed mothers and the struggle that they go through. And I'm so pro-life that sometimes I have to avoid conversation with other people because I'm adamant. Nobody's gonna ever change my mind. I had the same experience Marvin did. I happen to know the lady and her son who decided to walk in front of the Planned Parenthood here in Tracy, and we just sort of all came together. And we're trying to get more people to join us, so that because there's power in numbers, and I feel like we've affected Planned Parenthood in a fairly good negative way for as small as we are and as short a time as we've been doing this. We've had the manager's daughter come out and confront us and ask us why we're doing it. We had a lady the other day come by she supported Planned Parenthood. She says that it's a constitutional right for a woman to have an abortion. I corrected her quickly, of course. Told her it was a legal right, but wasn't a constitutional right. We've had them put more signs up that say they give people, we can't go on their property. I mean, not us personally, but we have to stay off the property, and we can't annoy people on the property. So we've seen little signs of the fact that we're having an impact. The honking of the horns, and when people drive out of the driveway, we hand them the flyers. We have flyers that we hand them. Most people have taken them, and that's a good sign. So I think we're having an impact, as small as we are, and as short a time as we've been doing it. I think if we got bigger numbers, and the longer we do it, I think we'll be able to close them down.
Very good, very good. Okay, and this is Jane Devlin. Jane, I first became aware of you when I saw the cover of the Tracy Press, and I soon found out that your name was printed under a person that wasn't you, that was standing in front of the Tracy Planned Parenthood, and you got front page coverage. And so that's how I found out about you, and I decided to look you up and call you, and so today we get together here together at the 2009 Walk for Life, which the proceeds go to the Pregnancy Resource Center here in town. Used to be Crisis Pregnancy. I have to hesitate because I still know them as Crisis Pregnancy. Right. But after this event of walking, tell me about yourself and how you got started in this movement.
Well, I like Marvin and Anita and the majority of Tracy am very strong pro-life. Once you become aware and educated, which many people who are anti-life, they're just not educated. They're unaware of when life begins. They're unaware of how quickly development takes place. Many times when they go for an abortion, they're scared to death. They don't feel that they have any choice because they don't know how they could ever find help and support, which we do know where that is, to give them help. And they don't know that the baby is already an existing life. And Planned Parenthood and other abortion facilities purposely don't educate these poor souls who are looking to find a quick fix for what they consider a problem instead of an inconvenience perhaps in their life as it is right at the moment. But it's a beautiful thing. It's a creation of God. It's a life. And so this is how we feel, and we are strongly striving to keep going and hoping more and more people will come out and join us because there's strength in numbers. And we speak louder in numbers only by their presence. If no one even talked about life, if they were just there, that speaks volumes. So my dream is that we line Tracy Boulevard from the corner of Beverly all the way up to Eaton on both sides of the street and make that statement and have people out there being willing to stand up for what they believe and to protect these babies that 4,000 in number every day that are being aborted in this country, and 53 million since 1973. These are souls that never were allowed to be born. So it's a sad thing, but we have to stay strong, work together, and take the positives every day out of what our work does. I mean, the small little positive that we're making a problem for those who are working inside of Planned Parenthood is a little bit of a step forward when they try to inconvenience our parking. To me, that speaks volumes. We're causing a problem for them. Not for their work, not for them as people. And so I just feel that we will eventually successfully close Planned Parenthood down in this town. And that's what our ultimate goal is.
Okay, tell me about the encounter that you had with a counter demonstrator recently.
Yeah, she came in and she was very angry, very angry. And there were about, I'd say, 7 of us protesting Planned Parenthood at the time. And she came in with a very quickly created sign showing that she was supporting Planned Parenthood. And the first person that she encountered was Anita. And at first Anita thought she wanted to join us in our efforts. And all of a sudden, she was made aware that that wasn't the case. And so Anita talked with her, and I was impressed that the lady said, well, I'm sure that you would, in a very angry tone, send anybody that's looking for an abortion for an appointment at the Pregnancy Resource Center. And Anita said, well, yeah, that's exactly what we would do. But I'm a little confused. Maybe you can help me. Why would that be a bad thing? And she had no answer.
And I'll just to share with what she said. This woman was a very strong-looking woman, and she was just shaking. She was so angry, and I think a little fearful actually, because she was stepping into a group of people that had an opposite opinion, and her demeanor was very angry. But she still would speak to me, but she would keep her back to me. And then when I asked her what would be wrong with going to the resource center, and I also said we can share, we can share our philosophies.